welcome to the Wrestlemania edition of the podcast. Wrestlemania 40. We're here, and we got a lot to talk about. So we're going to get right into it with WrestleMania Night 1, and it started off different. Completely different. The then, now, forever thing changed, completely changed.
Mm-hmm.
It has Triple H's voice. It's a new thing. Even the logo is a little bit shinier, and it's like, okay, so this is like him putting his whole stamp on WWE and the change, and he really meant that this was his time and this is his era, and that was it. I was like, okay, we're here. And that's how it started. I was like, okay, we're going to have something fun. We had Coco Jones sing America the Beautiful, which Vince McMahon hates. So we know that Vince McMahon is no longer in charge when a song that he hates is being played. It's like, okay, yeah, let's see how this plays out. Let's see how WrestleMania, the whole 2 nights play out. And so before we get into it, what did you think of the opening of WrestleMania?
Oh, that shit was like amazing. I want to say, I think The Rock had a little bit to do with it. Because if you notice, like, Rock's background thingy, like all electrifying and whatever, it had a hint of that in it too. With the stars and all that shit, all glimmering and shit.
No, that wasn't
No?
it.
Okay.
No, that wasn't it, because that was like basically just like the celestial beings were wrestlers. So that's more of what it was. It was celestial beings, just because the lights look like lightning, 2 completely different things.
Yeah. Regardless, it was very beautiful from the beginning. So
yeah, because if you look at it, the wrestlers look like constellations and celestial beings and like out of this world, larger than life characters that they are. And that's kind of what they tried to make it look like. And then like when they get to the forever part, it's like you see like fans all around it, and it's like, oh, like there are multiple fans, and like it just feels like a difference of like everything that they say then, now, and forever. Like it was all placed like perfectly and played around with. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it started off with the very first match, and it was Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. And this match was a really good match. This match was really good. Becky came out with her book. Like, not even joking, her book, like they were reading passages of her book, like, and it was like on the screen and it jumped out to you with like the HD version. It was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And then she came out with like something similar to like her book cover as her gear. I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. And then
it had some words on it, like it was like some, like if you didn't know, you would think it's scripture. Like that's the way it looked like on her abs and shit. Yeah.
And then Rhea came out with the band. I don't even remember the band's name. You know it.
Moving in White.
Moving in White.
Motion in White.
Motion in White. They played her to the ring, and it was a great entrance because Rhea said she grew up with that band, or not grew up with the band, but like that band was her band that she loved, and they did this song for her, and they played her to the ring, and you can see she was totally fucking into it. Like she was completely into it, and she got in the ring, and then her and Becky just went at it. And this was a really good match. It was good back and forth. And it was like one spot where Becky hit the manhandle slam off of the ropes. It was like, oh, she's definitely going to beat her. And Rhea kicked out. I was like, oh, okay. And Rhea kicked out, and Rhea hit the hit her finisher. What is her finisher called?
The fuck?
Riptide. The Riptide.
The Riptide? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Riptide. She hit the Riptide. She bounced her off of the ropes, slammed her, then picked her up again, hit another Riptide. 1, 2, 3. Rhea retains. Like,
Yes.
yeah. Like I was totally fine with it. I seen no problem with it. I was like, bet. That's perfect. So then we had the 6-way tag match, A-Town Down Under, Awesome Truth, Judgment Day, New Day, DIY, New Cash Republic, all in this ladder match. And this ladder match was going. I'm not even lying. 5 minutes into it, they had the belts separated. They had the SmackDown and the Raw tag team titles separated, hanging. And
Yes.
5 minutes into it, A-Town Down Under pulled down the SmackDown tag titles. So now they're the new SmackDown tag team champions, but the match doesn't end till the other set of belts get pulled down. So they go up for another set of belts. Grayson Waller does, and Grayson Waller is now addicted to going through ladders off of ladders because they put him through another ladder, and he was out. But he was out while he was holding the fucking belt. I was cracking up. It was so
Like
fun.
I ain't gonna. And he's like, I'm not gonna let go of this shit. Fuck that.
It was so good. And then we come to the end. Everybody's still in play, even A-Town Down Under, but they're like just like kind of fucked up, so they're not really doing nothing. And we get to the part where Damian Priest is climbing up, trying to get the belt, and Jessica Carr is trying to stop Damian Priest, and Priest is like, "Get off of me!" He was like, "I'm supposed to do a spot." She's like, "No, the ladder is bent. Don't go up there." So he's still going up there, and then Miz is supposed to come up the other side of the ladder. Miz comes up, and the ladder just immediately just starts folding, and they had to get down and he fucks Miz up, and then they get another ladder and redo the spot, and then R-Truth runs up and he grabs the Raw Tag Team Championship. So now R-Truth is the Raw Tag Team Champion, the Awesome Truth.
Yep.
So yeah, we both got one in this match. You picked A-Town Down Under to win the tag titles, and I picked the Awesome Truth, and so we both got one in this match. That's pretty cool.
Ironically, like SmackDown has always been my side since we've known each other since they've been butting heads, and I got
Mm-hmm.
the SmackDown tag team titles.
Yeah, and I really don't give a shit about Raw. I hate like I'm not claiming any brand. I'm not a brand claimer anymore. Like I'm done with that. I don't claim brands and like Awesome Truth they won. I mean, we predicted it from last year when R-Truth started popping up with Judgment Day and it was like R-Truth's gonna win the tag titles. That's exactly what it said and we knew it was going to happen. We just didn't know that we were going to split them up this way, but it's fine.
Yeah. Hopefully, we
So
get new belts this week.
I hope so. Like, I really hope they redo everything because I have a weird feeling that everything is going to change, and I'll explain a little bit more of that. Like, not well,
Later.
I could go into this. I feel like Raw is going to change. I feel like we're going to see a new
Okay.
set from Raw. I feel like we're going to see a new theme song from Raw. I think Raw might change because the way Triple H has been talking about like this whole new change, everything is changing over. We had the first new infographic of the then, now, and forever. So that means we might also see newer things coming with the show. He was even saying about how they're playing around with new visuals and stuff. It's like, yeah, I feel like we might see a new Raw and we might see a new version of SmackDown because that's usually what happens when right after WrestleMania we get like a whole new set design, we get this, we get that, and it's like, yeah, I feel like that may not be the only thing. We get new sets of tag titles and new Raw and SmackDown also. So yeah, I'm kind of okay with that.
Yeah, it's a.
So then we had the LWO versus Legado del Fantasma, Rey Mysterio and Andrade versus Santos Escobar. And Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And this match was like, it was a weird fuck fest. It wasn't like, it wasn't crazy like, oh my God, this match is so good. It was a weird fuck fest. They did the slingshot spot for Joaquin Wilde. It was like, oh yeah, they did the slingshot spot. And at one point, it looked like Andrade got hurt, and like he was on the ground for like a really, really long time. And then they got him up. And it was like, okay, they get him up, and he got back to normal. And then they fuck Ray up, and just as they're about to kill Ray, here comes Travis Kelsey and I forgot the other guy's name. What is his goddamn name? He's a linebacker for the Eagles. They came in and they just jumped over the railing in luchador masks and they just beat the shit out of Dominic and Santos. And Ray got the win. Ray picked up the win. So we're going to the way that we said was going to happen. We don't know if it's going to happen because, you never know what's going to happen here. I feel like the retirement match, mask versus hair, Dominic and Ray, I feel like it's coming.
Yeah, definitely.
So then we had the match, which I still think that this match is the worst match at WrestleMania. And not even because it was bad. I think the way that it was just like thrown in a card, and two, the winner of this match. Because we have Lil Wayne come out, and Lil Wayne's rapping, and he's rapping his song, A Millie, and then it switches over to Jay Uso, and Wayne comes out with Jay Uso, and Jay comes out, and then Jimmy comes out, and they have a match, and the match is just like there. Like it's like I'm not even joking. It's just like there. It's like okay, like nothing really happened, and Jay beat Jimmy, and it's like what? That's not how this is supposed to go.
Jimmy was supposed to win. Yes, I agree
Yeah,
with you.
because I feel like this did nothing for anybody. Because it's like you could advance the storyline with Jimmy beating Jay. Now you have this rivalry that goes on, and you make Jimmy a star also because Jay was always going to be a star. But now it's like, no,
Mm-hmm.
Jay's just the star, and Jimmy just like exists. And it's like, okay, sure.
Like a fuck you to Jimmy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like weird. It was like, okay. So that was that match. So then we had some women come out with fans and geisha, like they were kind of like geisha-ish women, and it was like this really cool ass entrance, and then all of a sudden, damn it, Control comes out, and they come out and they just look really cool and awesome. Like that was an awesome entrance for them, and I was like, that was
Yeah.
really fucking cool. And then it was the X-Men. Like they just showed up. They were on a fucking platform, and it was Bianca, Jade, and Naomi, and it was just like, oh my god, they look like fucking stars. Oh my god, they were dressed in silver, and it was one of the coolest things you've ever seen. It just like they just looked amazing. I'm like, holy shit! And they came to the ring, and basically everybody was playing their part. Bianca was in the ring, Naomi was in the ring. Everybody was waiting for the hot tag from Jade. Jade got the hot tag. Jade pinned Kari. Like it was perfect. Like it was laid out perfectly. Jade, Bianca, and Naomi won, and they like. There's. I don't want them to break up. I don't want them to break up ever because I saw the footage of them leaving the match, and they were having so much fun going up the ramp. Like at one point, Jade picked up Bianca and was carrying her, and it was just like they were having so much fun. And then when they went to the press conference, I lied to you not, that energy. that they brought to the press conference was palpable. It was like you can feel it. You just felt that shit. It was like they need to stay together forever. Like I know that they're gonna break them up eventually, but they need to stay together forever. They just felt like so perfect together. Oh my god, it's I don't know. They're just perfect. They're just perfect. No other word to describe it.
Yeah.
That's all you have to say is yeah.
No, like you said it all. Like I agree with you, like 100%. Like I kind of want to see them go against each other, but not as enemies, just competing. Like they said, they all want to go on top. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna have to face each other someday, but they could still be. I don't know if they're officially a faction or whatever, but yeah, as you said, don't break them up yet. Not anytime soon. They could. I want to see matches though against them. That's the only
Oh
thing.
no, I definitely do. I definitely want to see Bianca versus Jade. I want to see Naomi versus Jade. I want to
Hmm.
see what they can do, but I just like as of right now, they just like their energy and they just like they feed off of each other so naturally and it's just like this connection they have and it's just like this energy that's like they feed off of each other, they're making jokes and it's like if
Yeah.
you're in a room or you're watching you're just like affected by it because it's like this feels good, like this feels so good. It's just like something that you need. It's like, yeah, like they just need to stay together for a little while, and then like you can break them up. Like even if you give them 6 months, just let them stay together and just have this energy, and just like then break them up, and it's like, okay, cool, they're done. But right now, throwing them three together and them just having this bond, it's like, yeah, no, you can't touch this right now. You can't.
Yeah.
So right after that, we go to the back and we see Sami Zayn with his wife and his son. And he's talking to them, telling them, yeah, I got to go out here. And he's ready to go face Gunther. And he's walking. And then here comes Chad Gable. And he's like, all right, let's go out there. Let's do this. And Chad says, no, you got this. Just remember, you owe me a favor. He's like, all right, cool. They follow Sammy. Sammy's getting ready. He slaps some boxes. He's hyping himself up. And he comes around the corner and he stands there and Kevin Owens is right there. Kevin looks at him and Kevin slaps him in his face to wake him up and he hugs him and he said, this is your moment. Go get it. They follow him through the curtain and Sammy walks out and they play his music. This was like a perfect shot because they shot it from like all the way from the beginning all the way to the out. And I'm like, they need to do this more and keep doing it. And it feels
Yeah.
real. And it just was so good. And Sammy went out there and he's getting the crowd hype. And then Gunther came out. He came out normally and they had the match. And Gunther was beating the holy fuck out of Sammy. Sammy got a few moves in, but Gunther was beating the holy fuck out of him. And
He did
he
make
was,
Gunther's chest red though at one point though, so props
yeah,
for him for at least doing that.
yeah. And then Gunther just looks at Sammy's wife and he was like, you see this? You see this? You see what I'm doing to him? It's over for him. And he was beating Sammy so bad to the point Michael Cole was like, just please stop this, please. He's like, just please stop this, please, please, just stop this, please. He's like, stop, please. Like, he's like, please, Sammy's wife, just please, just throw in the towel. Like, it's not gonna work. And Gunther jumps off the top rope once. He jumps off there twice, and he's getting ready to jump again. And Sammy just starts flailing and hawking up. And then Gunther just turns for a second, a split second, and Sammy catches him with the haluva kick. And Sammy goes up to the top rope, and he's grabbing him for a suplex. And me and Renegade both said to each other, yeah, he's gonna go for a superplex. He's not gonna do what we think he's gonna do. And literally, the whole entire crowd said the same exact thing. Like the crowd was like, "Oh, it's just gonna be a suplex." When Sammy did the El Generico brainbuster off the top rope, the crowd let out a gasp and then a cheer. And it wasn't like a gasp like, oh my God, what just happened? It was a gasp of, oh my God, he brought it back. And the
Yeah.
crowd just erupt. And we was like, oh my God. Like that's all we said was, oh my God. We just didn't even register what was happening in the moment. We just realized he did the generico brain bust and we were like, oh my God. Oh my God. And then Sammy fucking kicked him. He haluva kicked him once, and then he did it again. And Sammy fell right on Gunther, put his arm on him. 1, 2, 3. That crowd went fucking bananas, and Sammy won the IC title. 666 days, Gunther had that title, and Sammy beat him for it.
That's not a good number to stop on. I'm just saying.
So, how do you feel with Sammy winning the title?
I mean, as we discussed, like he should win the big one because he's had this one before. So I'm not thrilled, but I'm also happy for him because he got not one but two WrestleMania moments. Because last year and then this year, at least he got something, you know.
Yes.
Because the focus this year was Drew and Cody, so really no room for Sammy at WrestleMania. As you brought up, they could have done it later, but people are impatient nowadays.
Yeah, and this was like I totally wanted him to win the world title, win it some other time down the road. That's what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted that. But him winning this title, it felt good. But like I said, at the same time, it just felt like, I don't really care about this title because it's the IC title, and it's like he's had it. He needs the big one. He needs that moment where he gets the world title. And it was like a perfect point where you could put it on him later on down the line. It was like, it's going to be perfect if this happens and it would work. But it's just like, no, it was like, no, we're going to do it this way. We're going to give him the IC title. And it's a big moment. And it's like, you know what? Like I said, just for like the happiness moment, and his wife was crying and he was crying because it was like a big moment, and he's like, yeah, I never thought stuff like this would happen to me. And it's like, yeah, but we wanted a bigger moment for you, but we'll accept this moment. We will accept this moment. Even though we want a bigger moment for you, we will accept this moment.
Yes.
So that was that. Then we had the main event. Seth freaking Rollins and Cody Rhodes. They came out to their regular entrances. It's like, all right, they come out to their regular entrances. And then this is what pissed me off because I felt like it should have been the other way around. They gave the final boss one of the most epic final boss moment entrances. And you're like, holy fuck, this is great. And he comes out first. And it's like, okay, so what's the point in Roman coming out? I'm like, maybe Roman's going to have a special entrance. No, Roman just had his regular ass entrance after you had this great magical fucking final boss moment. It's like, oh, just the side character comes out next. It's like, the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It was so weird. But then they had the match. So they had the match and they're going, and then they wind up on the outside. And the ref starts counting. And Rock says, don't you fucking count. I'm your fucking boss. You don't fucking count. And the ref was like, he was like, no. And he's like, oh, okay. And that's exactly what he said. He said, okay. And he ain't do a goddamn thing. And the ref just sat there. Ref just fucking sat there, ain't say a motherfucking word. And ain't shit
Like
happened.
at one point, it was so like much fuckery that Cody looked at the ref and the ref looked back at him like, dog, ain't shit I can do. I can't do nothing. He's the boss.
Yeah, because at that point when he said, he was like, I'm your fucking boss. It's like, yeah, it's done. Like, it's nothing you can do. Like, you can't do nothing. It was crazy. So in the match, it was a spot, and everybody swears that this is the spot that's going to lead to WrestleMania 41 because Roman accidentally spears The Rock, and The Rock acts like he got fucking hit with a fucking megasonic shotgun. He's holding his ribs, he's overselling it. Like, okay, dude, it was just a fucking spear. Like, you don't have to act like that. And Roman, like, the funny part was like Roman immediately just goes, "No, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to." And everybody's like, "Oh, they're gonna break up. It's over. It's done. It's done." And no, that's not true. That's not what happened. That's not what happened at all.
Nope.
And then they wound up getting back together, and they beat Cody and Seth. So, and this is exactly what Michael Cole says, because Pat McAfee says, "Well, what now? What happens for Cody?" And Michael Cole goes, "He's screwed. There's nothing he can do." And
Basically.
that's how we left night one, with Michael Cole saying, "He's screwed. It's nothing he can do." And like the funny part was like you would expect Michael Cole saying that most sad thing, that it's the most sad ending that you can have for WrestleMania. No. Everybody was fucking cheering, losing their shit because The Rock won. I was like,
How about that?
okay. Yeah, it was like, okay. So yeah,
And
that's
they all
how
wanted this shit, so it's like, what the fuck?
exactly. So that was night one. So
Don't forget Cody and Seth were in the ring, like damn near like destroyed. Like Cody had the same, like he was in the same position and the same, tears down his eyes like last year, crying and whatever. Like, oh my god, I failed.
yeah. So that was the end of night one. So thoughts on night one. How did you feel night one was compared to night one last year? How do you think night one went for you?
It was great. I loved it. No
Okay.
complaints.
Yeah, because like this, it felt really good. Like it was like, yeah, this is gonna be hard to top night two, but like night one was really good. Night one was really good.
Like if I have just one complaint, and it's not a huge complaint, it's the Jimmy and Jay thing, as you said. It
Mm-hmm.
should have been more to it. It should have been like not a bloodbath, but like it's a blood feud. They hate each other now, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
should have been more. They just basically did just regular wrestling and whatever. They should have been cheers and what have you.
Yeah, it should have been like a really fucking wild ass match, and like I still think Jimmy should have won, but
Uh
you
huh.
know what? Like it is what it is. Like not even gonna get mad at it. It happened. So
Yeah.
yeah. So that was night one. We go to night two. It starts off with the Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre. Well, first we get CM Punk. He gets on commentary, but we get Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre comes out with the bagpipes and the I don't even the what did they call them? The Vikings? They wasn't Vikings. They were called
That, that's what I called them because I called them the Viking Raiders. I
no,
don't know
they're
what
not
they were.
they're not Vikings. I forgot what they're called, but they're actually what was that tag team that they used to have? WWE used to have. What were they called?
Highlanders.
Yeah, they're the Highlanders. They were the Highlanders. And so they did this whole thing with swords and stuff, and Drew came out looking like $1,000,000 fucking, and he stands there, and Drew's is there, and I'm like, there's no fucking way that Drew's not winning this fucking world title tonight. And then Seth Rollins came out in the most Seth Rollins entrance that he can ever have. Because when this happened, I was like, I lied to you not. I didn't think about this, and I was like, this is a perfect Seth Rollins entrance because Seth Rollins came out with the Mummers, and the Mummers are a Philly thing of these guys that are dressed up, well, guys and girls dressed up in these over the top, extraordinary outfits, and they came out and they did this. They did the performance of Seth Rollins' music, and Seth comes up dressed just like a mummer, and it's like, yeah, no, this is perfect. Like this was a perfect entrance for Seth Rollins. And he gets in the ring, and as soon as he gets in the ring, the bell fucking rings. Claymore kick. Seconds of the match, and everybody thought it was over. We're like, oh, match is over,
Same.
and he fucking kicked out. I was like, oh shit, he fucking kicked out. All right. And then they just have the rest of the match. And then at one point in the match, Seth hits the pedigree and hits the curb stomp, and we're like, oh, he's gonna beat Drew. Nope. Drew recovers. And then he brings Seth back in the ring. He fucks Seth up, hits him with the Claymore kick, and he hits him again. And 1, 2, 3, Drew wins. And the crowd fucking went wild. They loved this shit out of it. They cheered. Everybody cheered. Everybody was extremely happy. Yes, Drew did it. Drew finally did it. Drew won. Drew fucking won. He won in front of fans. We fucking loved it. We cheered. How did you feel about this Drew win?
It was awesome. He grabbed the belt. He was crying with it. It was similar to when he first won it, but of course, with people, like it meant more. It felt way better. You know, like it was more emotion behind it this time.
And he brought the title to his wife. He showed it to her. He got back in the ring, celebrated, and Seth Rollins was leaving. Seth looked at him, he pointed, he said, you fucking deserve it. He's like, this is your moment. You fucking earned it. And Drew, like, no-sold it, and Seth walked away. And Drew turned around, and he just started talking shit to CM Punk, who's on commentary. And he's talking shit to him. And Punk's like, dude, I can't hear you. I have headphones on. And he just keeps talking shit to him. And he's standing on the table with the belt. Punk just goes, you know what? Fuck this shit. He just sweeps his leg out, takes off his arm brace, and starts hitting him with it and fucks him up. And CM Punk beats the shit out of Drew. And then CM Punk does the meme. He does the fucking meme because we all know the meme that we all joke about in wrestling Twitter. There's the meme where it's back in 1990 something and Triple H is in the ring and he does the thing where he hears the music and he turns around and it's Judgment Day music. It's always Judgment Day music. Well, CM Punk actually did the meme because he was standing there and Judgment Day's music hits and he turns around like, oh. And Damian Priest runs down. He looks and says, I'm cashing in. And Damian Priest cashes in and he hits South of Heaven on Drew McIntyre and becomes the new world champion.
That was fucking crazy.
Dude, I'm not even going to lie. I didn't even think that was going to, like, there were rumors that he was going to cash in, but I didn't think it was going to happen. I was like, yeah, maybe they changed plans, but it was like rumors, like straight up like rumors going into night 2 was like, yeah, Damien's cashing in tonight. I'm like, I don't want to see him cash in on Eva, but the way that this was laid out, it was so perfect that like I wasn't like, nah, fuck it, like this sucked. It was like, no, this was fucking awesome. The way it was laid out is like set perfectly for now. Drew and Punk have more beef going, and also we have like the Damian Priest as world champion, so people are going to be chasing him, and it's like, oh yeah, like this was set up perfectly. Loved it, fucking loved it.
It was. Part of me wishes that he would have done it at the next Money in the Bank, but nah, like this was good. Like everybody got their shine.
Exactly. So then we had Snoop Dogg come out to do commentary, and I'm like, oh, there's a bunch of guest commentators. And then we had the Philadelphia Street Fight, And then they threw a curveball at us, and Bubba Ray Dudley was the referee. Like, oh, that's a curveball. I didn't see that coming.
Right?
And the Pride fought the Final Testament, and the Pride got the win. I was like, oh, okay, cool. That was a thing. It wasn't nothing too spectacular. We were like, oh my god, this is great. Like this, they did this thing. It was a street fight. It happened. Montez jumped over some shit, and it's like, yeah, of course. Like Montez is fucking cool. Like Angelo Dawkins did his spear thing, and you're like, okay, they're fucking cool, and like, yeah, but everything else is like was there.
Like the only noteworthy thing, like if you care, like nostalgia and whatever, they did the "What's Up" spot. What's up?
Yeah, it was like I didn't really care. It was like whatever.
Yeah, that's why I
So
said if you care.
yeah, so then we had LA Knight versus AJ Styles. LA Knight came out, and AJ Styles was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna debut this brand new theme song, and it's gonna be cool." And it starts off like they don't want none, and then you hear this music, and I don't know. Like I'm just not gonna be like the music critic like I always am, but this did not hit me as like, oh my god, this is cool. It was like, okay, that's all I said. Like that's all I thought was like, okay, like this did not like shake me or anything. Go, yo, this theme song is gonna be one of the best. It's like no, it just was like, all right. How did you feel about the theme song?
Personally, I gotta hear it again, like to like actually get a vibe on it. Cause little spoiler, not gonna say who until we get there. Someone else changed their music, and I liked it when they came out, but then when they came out later, so first impression, I liked it, but like I liked the first one better.
Yeah, this one seems not as good. Whoever they have making
Yeah.
their theme songs now, they need to fire and start all over again. Like seriously, because these theme songs like they've been having are really crappy, and like I I want Jim Johnston back. Like I don't know if he just like doesn't fucking like WWE. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but like he needs to come back. Like this shit is just not hitting. Like
So the
seriously,
guys like after him, the ones that did the
CFO, yeah,
glorious theme and all that.
yeah, CFO had like some bangers. Like they need to come back. Like this shit needs to change. Like because whoever's doing this, like Def Rebel or whoever the fuck this is, they ain't good. They not good
Yeah.
at all. So yeah, like oh, LA Knight won that match. Like that's how forgettable the match was. Like this match was like a match we totally forgot we were talking about a match. We were talking about the theme song more than the goddamn match. Like fuck.
That's how much it mattered. Like,
Mm-hmm. So LA Knight won. So then we had Logan Paul coming out on a Prime Energy truck because Prime Energy sponsors everything. Good for you. And Logan Paul comes out with the Prime bottle, and we was like, oh, it's going to be KSI in there. No, it wasn't KSI. So then we did the replay of what we did with Sammy with Kevin. And Kevin bumps into Sammy, and he goes, now it's your turn to go out there and win. And he has the title with him, and like Kevin like gets hyped up and he's ready and he goes out there. And Kevin goes out there and his background is ECW background. Like so that was kind of cool. And then
yeah.
he gets in a golf cart and he drives down halfway and then he stops. And then he backs up and we're like, what the fuck is he backing up for? So Randy comes out and he looks at Randy. He was like, get on, I'll drive you down. And Randy's like, all right, cool. So him and Randy drive down to the ring. And they're literally beating the shit out of Logan Paul, and they have like one little dumb misstep where they hit each other, and then like that was it. Like that was it. They just kept beating the shit out of Logan Paul, and then the Prime Energy drink got involved, and it wound up being I Show Speed. So I Show Speed got his ass beat. He got RKO'd on the table, and he was fucked up. So they get back in the ring, and Logan somehow steals the win. I totally forgot how, because it was just like so like we knew Logan was gonna win, but Logan stole the pin. Logan is still your U.S. champion.
Like I want to say, one of them hit the RKO or the stunner on the other, and
Mm-hmm.
then like he fucking stole the win that way.
Yeah, like I don't even, like the funny part is like I remember them both being laid out, and I don't even remember how. Like that's how
Yeah.
memorable it was because it wasn't like it was bad memorable, but it was like it was so much going on, and they were just like so into like we're gonna beat his ass together, and then like you just have this one or two missteps, and you're like, oh, okay, and then the match is over. You're like, oh, okay. That's all I can say. Like it's like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. It wasn't bad at all. Just like so much chaos.
Yes. So then we get Bailey. And Bailey has a new theme song. She has a brand new theme song. I do not like it. I don't like it.
I liked it when we first heard it.
I'm not a fan of it. And Bailey gets carried
Yeah.
out like an Egyptian princess. And the funny thing is like Pat McAfee tried to make up a fucking excuse, and I have no fucking idea what the fuck he said. Like I was so lost. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like it's just so fucking random. I do not like it didn't even make sense. And he just said all of this shit. I was like, okay, whatever. Because like even her background was like Egyptian. And it was like, I have no idea what this means. Like she's not Egyptian. It was like very weird. So she came out and then EO had a grand EO entrance and it was like that's so cool. And like you can tell like EO was just like happy to do this because like Damage Control came out and they were on stage. They didn't come out with her, but they were on stage. And then EO came down, and her and Bailey had a great match. They had a great match.
Yes.
They even had a great match where Dave Meltzer even said this match was so good it was like a Stardom main event. And it's like, oh, when you get him to admit that a WWE match was really good, that means the match was really, really fucking good.
I mean, there was a banger.
Yeah, it was a real banger. They fucking went in. And one of the spots that like everybody literally was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, cause it was so cool. Like Bailey went for the rose plant on EO. And you know, it's like the old Moxley thing where he like wraps his arm and like the DDT. And she went for that on EO. Somehow EO flipped out of it. And I was like, how did that even happen? And EO just like
Exactly.
rebounded, just like fucking her up, and it's like that shit was so fucking cool. That whole match was great, and Bailey won. Bailey beat EO, and that was cool.
Yep.
So we're getting to the main event, and this is what like I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, and I'm not even gonna like try to speculate. I'm not gonna. So they did a promo for King and Queen of the Ring was going to be in Saudi Arabia. They did a promo for that, and it's like, okay, cool. We know that that's coming up in 3 or something weeks. Cool, we get that. Oh, we're going to show Backlash in France. Commercial for that. Cool. That. Now it's time to go to the main event. Hold up. Wait a minute. Stop for a second. Where's our WrestleMania announcement? Did you notice that?
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. It's like
Like as you're saying it, I'm expecting you to explain it. Like, but then I'm like, wait, we didn't have one.
exactly. Like every WrestleMania, we have the WrestleMania announcement for the WrestleMania the year after. It's like WrestleMania 30, WrestleMania 31 is going to be here. WrestleMania 32 is going to be here. WrestleMania 33 is going to be here. And like they kept, and they always announce at WrestleMania, they have a video package and everything, the next WrestleMania. And it's rumored that it's in Minnesota. I think I
I'm
want
just about to ask you, is that
to.
confirmed?
It's not, but I think they may have rethought it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because apparently, to some people, it was cold in Philadelphia, which it wasn't that cold to
Come
me.
on.
Yeah,
Come on.
They're like, it was cold. I'm like, yeah, all right. You're weather proof. Okay, it's not even that cold, but sure. So I think maybe because they saw how cold it was, they thought about it was like Minnesota may be just as cold like when we go there. So maybe we might want to go somewhere else. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe that might be a thing, but them not announcing the next WrestleMania was kind of weird.
Let's do it in Puerto Rico. It's hot there. I don't fucking know.
Because like Vegas was the other spot that they were like, yeah, you know what, we could go in Vegas, and that's one of the spots where it's like, oh, okay.
It's warm there, right? Or am I wrong about that?
It's warm. Yeah, it's very warm there. It's very warm there, and like it's not cold, so it's like, yeah, that'd be fine. So yeah. So yeah, you had a few questions that you were asking me off the podcast, and like once we finish with the main event, you can ask those 3 questions because like yeah, you had some good ones, like some good ones that the listeners would want to hear the answers to. So
I forgot, right? That's why I asked you off the podcast. Me with my bad fucking memory.
yeah, and I kind of knew, and I remember one of them, so I'll double back to it. The other one I totally forgot because like that's why I try to tell you to not ask serious questions, and then you just keep just wanting to know the answer and won't stop until I give you an answer because you like literally.
No, but it
just
wasn't
like,
serious, so.
I know, but like I said, it's better for the podcast because it's fun for everyone to hear the answer, and you're like, no, I need to hear the answer now. It's like because once I say it, I'm not going to say it in the podcast because it's like there's no point to it. So
yeah, go ahead.
So then we get to the main event. In the main event, this amazing entrance for Cody. He has like these banners with blood like on it, and then all of a sudden he comes up out of the floor with this skull mask and crown. And then all of a sudden here comes Brandy. Brandy is back in the WWE family.
I think, honestly, I think that's a one night thing. I don't think she's back.
Okay. And he gives the crown to Brandy. He gives her a kiss. His music hits, and then he walks down to the ring. And it's like, yeah, like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden, we have this orchestra and these people, and they start singing. And they sing Roman Reigns' theme song. And I'm like, I don't care about anything else right now. Whatever they just did, they need to record it, release it, and that's his new theme song from now on because that shit was fucking awesome. That was fucking awesome.
Yes.
And then Roman came down to the ring. He didn't even have anything. Like, I don't even think he wears shirts anymore. He just walked down just like with his tribal thing on and just walked to the ring. And it was like, oh, okay, cool. And he gets in the ring and they just wrestle. They just go. They just go. And they go for about a good 15 to 20 minutes. And it's funny because Cody goes under the ring to grab a table because it's bloodline rules. Anything goes. But he goes to grab a table. And if you watch it back, Cody pulls up the thing and there's an arm there and it just retracts very fast. And Cody pulls out the table. And it's like, oh, somebody's under the ring. And Cody goes for 2 crossroads and bam, here comes Jimmy. Jimmy's out and Jimmy's there. And then all of a sudden, here comes Jay. Jay and Jimmy just start fighting, and Jay spears Jimmy off of the fucking ramp. Bam! Okay. So
rest in peace, Usos.
Yep. So then we get Solo. Solo comes in, thumbs Cody, and he gets Roman up. He's like, Roman, get up, get up, get up. And he holding him up, and everybody's like, oh, Roman's going to spear Solo. That's how that goes. Nope, they hit the spears, like the spear thumb combo. 1, 2, Cody kicks out. Everybody's like, how the fuck did he kick out? So he's there. And I literally say to Renegade, I literally say this to him. I said, yeah, Solo's there, but he's got a receipt coming. And Lo and behold, 5 minutes later, he gets a receipt because John Cena shows up. John Cena starts kicking Solo's ass, and that's it. And
He put him through
right
a
back,
table.
he put him through a table, and then right back to back, here comes The Rock. Rock comes out, and Rock's like, "No, this ain't gonna work." Rock one-on-ones with Cena. They do the back and forth look thing. Then he beats the shit out of him. Cena's down, and then Rock's standing there, and he's about to fuck Cody up. And then the Undertaker shows up.
Which was weird.
Yeah, and like that was a spot for Stone Cold. I don't know what happened. Somebody said the deal fell through with Stone Cold and WWE. Like I I don't know, but like I really wish it was Stone Cold because it would have been so much better, and everybody would have popped, and I would have loved it a lot more than fucking Undertaker. Because like the thing was, Undertaker was just regular. He wasn't in no fucking Undertaker gear. It was just Mark. Like it was just Mark Calloway,
Yeah.
and it's like it didn't do nothing for me. He chokeslammed the Rock and like got the Rock out of there and was like, eh.
1,000% should have been an Undertaker, but I would have liked it slightly better if he was in gear. You know,
Yeah,
just a
like
little bit.
to me, it made no sense. Like to me, it made no sense because he's not connected to anybody in that ring. He's not connected to
No.
Roman. He's not connected to The Rock. He's not connected to Cody. He's not connected to anybody. Literally, it would have been 20 something years. Like, what is it? 25? 25 years. 25 years. It would have been 25 years to the WrestleMania that Stone Cold and The Rock had their very first collision. It would have been 25
Yes.
years and it would have meant something. And it would, the funny part, it was in that building, not in that building, but in Philadelphia, that it was
Yeah.
Rock, Stone Cold. So 15 years later, boom, it would have been fucking magical. And they were like, yeah, I would have loved that, but they gave us fucking Undertaker. So, yeah, whatever. So
Exactly.
then Cody hits one crossroads, two crossroads, three crossroads. He just looks at everybody. The last time hits the fourth crossroads. 1, 2, 3. Bell rings, music hits, and Sam cannot get out the words. You watch the footage. She is crying and emotional. She cannot get out the fucking words to say winner and new WWE Universal Champion.
It
And
broke her. How emotional the shit was.
yes, and it was Cody. Cody won. And then he celebrated in the ring with his family, John Cena, Seth Rollins. I forgot Seth Rollins showed up. That's how fucking magical that was. And he showed up in the
Yeah.
shield. He showed up in the shield gear and he literally did something. And because it was 10 years later, I totally forgot it until like I seen it. Roman gave him a receipt because he hit him with the chair and killed him, and he literally killed him because we didn't see Seth Rollins at all for the rest of the night. Like he literally couldn't fucking move because he got hit in the back with the chair and he was fucked up.
Basically. Like he's like all wobbly and shit. Like what the fuck?
Yes. And Cody's celebrating with everybody, and they all legends to him. Randy, Punk even came down and celebrated with him. And he called out Bruce Pritchard and Triple H, and he was just thanked everybody, thanked the fans, and he had the title. He gave it to his mom. It was a big love fest, and then he fucking hugged Nick Khan and Nick Khan's kids. He hugged his cousin. It was so good. Like it was good. It was good. It was a WrestleMania moment. Everybody loved it. And the story continues apparently.
That's what it says on the t-shirt at least.
Yes. So I know people are like, well, you guys wanted this, you guys wanted this. Well, here's a little fun fact for you guys. On Wednesday, we find out who was actually right. Like for everybody that's been saying all of this stuff, we find out who's right. Because we're getting a documentary on YouTube from WWE themselves on what happened. what the true story was, the behind the scenes. They literally said they're going to give you the behind the scenes. Hopefully, this is the true story and not the kayfabe story that they make up and go, oh, you know what? Yeah, that we had this planned all along. Like The Rock said, no, this was a plan all along to make Cody stronger and bigger. And it's like, no. If we actually get the real story on what was supposed to happen and what did happen and how the fans changed everything, I think we might find out exactly what we were talking about this for.
Yeah.
Because, like, we all, like, most of us know The Rock and Roman was the thing, and Cody was supposed to get injured and get his title shot down the line. Like, that literally was supposed to happen. And we'll find out if that was true and how that was true and what happened. We're going to find out all of that. So, yes. That was
Pretty
WrestleMania.
awesome moment though, still.
Oh no, it was a great moment. I'm not even gonna lie. And I know people are like, oh, you didn't want Cody to finish his story. We always wanted Cody to finish his story. We wanted him to win the title. We just didn't want him to do it here. We thought it would be more dramatic and more like breathtaking if it happened down the line in Madison Square Garden, this big building. I mean, it's not even a big building, but like this big moment and like the whole callback of his dad and everything. It would have been great. Him ending it here is like, yeah, I mean, it's great. Like, we wish that Roman could have held it and beat Hulk Hogan's record and said, fuck Hulk Hogan. Like, that would have been great. But, you know, c'est la vie. Fans got what they wanted. We're here at this moment.
Yeah. Congratulations to Cody.
Yes. So, people who have been asking, this is not new news. And like, no matter despite who's telling you this is news, like they're saying, oh my God, like, yeah, guys, like there's going to be a new WWE title. Whoever's telling you that there's news right now to just like find out like, oh yeah, there's going to be new WWE title for Cody and this is a thing. Like, yeah, this is backstage news. I'm breaking it. Whoever's telling you that is a fucking lie. Like, they're a fucking liar. Not that there's a new title coming, because there is a new title coming. But if you listen to this podcast last year, leading up to WrestleMania, the title was being drafted up then. Cody said, I'm going to make a new title. It was drafted up then. It wasn't printed because he wasn't winning a title because they were like, no, we're switching it. Cody has a brand new title that's going to be the WWE title going forward. It was already in the plans. This isn't some shit that they just made up. That they just like, oh, yeah, now they're going to make the title. This was already in the plans last year. It just wasn't in effect because he wasn't winning the fucking title. It's definitely coming. It's been coming. It's been probably sitting there, and you might see it as early as fucking tomorrow. Like, it's literally, it's a thing, guys. Like, no matter who the fuck you think is saying this, it might be there as early as fucking Raw. Like, it's like it's a thing. It's already been in the plans. Like, and I don't understand why people are like, because I saw somebody on Twitter who like swears that they break a lot of news and like, I know everything. I'm in the inside. It's like, dude, like what you're saying to me is stuff I already know. And like you're acting like you're this big chief person that I'm not a journalist, but I just know a lot of friends. And it's like, you're not breaking any news. Like everything that you quote unquote say that you know is old news to me because I've heard it from other people. And I also heard it from journalists who've been digging and finding stories. And it's like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Like the story that everybody has been breaking, which I'm actually mad at for this person, is because earlier in the day, very, very early in the day, Sean Ross Sapp said, a certain free agent is saying that he signed with WWE. And it's Jacob Fatu. And immediately when it came out, everybody just started saying, Jacob Fatu is signed, Jacob Fatu is signed. But they never gave credit to Fightful and Sean Ross Sapp. They never said, hey, Fightful and Sean Ross Sapp broke this story. They broke the story. And he's just like, nah, he's coming. And he got mad. Sean Ross Sapp is mad because he's like, dude, I did my due diligence. I vetted stories, and I broke this story. At least give me fucking credit. He was like, I don't care if you're reporting it. Just give me credit and say, from Fightful or Sean Ross Sapp broke this story. You could say that. And everybody's like, no. We're just going to say this part. So I'm giving them credit because they are the most reputable news service. Fucking Sean Ross Sapp said that Jacob Fatu is signed. Now, that dovetails into another story because as everybody is running around going, Jacob Fatu was going to show up tonight, Jacob Fatu was going to do this, and we thought kind of Jacob Fatu might.
Yeah.
So, randomly, this person hasn't tweeted, and I know that once you go dark, that's usually a really good sign. This person went dark, and all of a sudden he posted a picture of a phone. And it was like, oh, your phone must have rung. But it dovetails right back into Jacob Fatu posting a picture of the Samoan SWAT team. And I know you're like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. What does that mean? There's two people, well, there's three people on there. One of those people is Bobby Heenan. Oh, yeah, cool. The other one is a Fatu. And you're like, oh, okay. The other one is King Haku. And you're like, okay, cool. But if you don't see where I'm going, you're just stuck in the middle, just going, oh yeah, it's a great thing. But the bloodline could be all brand new when The Rock brings in Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga, the new Samoan SWAT team. So, because as soon as I seen that, the first thing popped in my head was like, oh, so it's you and Tama are going to be the new stars. Got it. And it was so easy, like it was so easy to put together because that is one is Jacob's family and the other is Tama's family. And when Tama posted the picture of the phone on Twitter just randomly when he's been dark this whole time and he said something about a call, you're like, that's not ominous at all. And here's the thing. The story continues. If we're going to WrestleMania 41 and Roman has failed The Rock and his bloodline has failed The Rock, don't you think The Rock might get some new help to bring in for the bloodline? And it's Tama and Jacob, and they just beat the shit out of The Rock. They beat the shit out of Roman and whoever he has with him. The Usos could get back together because the new Samoan SWAT team just murdered the shit out of them. And here's a little spoiler, not a prediction, a little spoiler. Because when Roman said, if the wise man is not with me, like I'm not even going to be around. What if that Bobby Heenan was the wise man taking over the Samoan SWAT team?
Because didn't he have the Samoan SWAT team at one point?
Yes, he did. This all just goes around in a big story. Like if this is the next chapter in the bloodline story, it's gonna be really, really, really fun. Because like I said, a lot of people have missed it. They just jumped on, oh, Jacob Fatu is signed to WWE. When Tama Tonga's thing came out, it's like it was literally, not even joking, I'm not joking at all. It was right after WrestleMania, right after Roman lost, he posted the picture of a phone. And he hasn't tweeted or like posted anything in a long time since he left New Japan. This was the first thing he posted, and it's like, that wasn't coincidental. And when Jacob posted the picture of the fucking Samoan SWAT team, that wasn't coincidental. Like, none of this is coincidental. This is all connected. And once it's fully revealed, you're going to be like, oh, shit. This is all fucking connected. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. So Bloodline's not over yet, y'all.
Yes. So Renegade wanted to ask a question about. He wanted to say, who is going to be a new challenger for Drew? When he thought Drew was going to win the title, he said, "Who's going to challenge Drew for the title? Who do you have facing Drew for the championship?" Well, we throw that out the window because Drew will be facing somebody for a championship. So that's where that goes.
Yeah.
And the whole him CM Punk thing, I think that's still going to wind up going at Clash of the Castle where he may win again. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, Drew lost the title, so that means he's not signed." And it's like, that doesn't mean that. Like, it doesn't mean that because, like, to be honest, Drew at that moment, having that moment was his moment. He wanted that. Like, he earned that. Like, he earned that moment. He got the moment, even if it was for a few seconds. He got the moment where the crowd fucking lost it for him. Like, even he's the bad guy. They lost it. Seth even saying, "You fucking deserve this." And he's standing there enjoying this fucking moment. He goes to his wife, shows her the belt. It's like, it's fine. Like, it was his moment. He had his moment. Nothing else has to happen for him to be like, you know what? He could leave WWE. Yes, he could leave WWE and be like, "Oh yeah, I had my moment." But for him to really truly enjoy the moment, be like, you know what? They're going to Glasgow, Scotland. I would love to have another moment there, and I know that Hunter's going to book another moment there. And yeah, so why not stay? So
Yeah, he's staying. He's definitely staying. He ain't going nowhere.
yeah, but as far as Damian Priest goes, he's got some people that he could go against because you got Bronson Reed. You've got, I mean, Sammy is already locked up into something. You got main event Jay Uso. You can even elevate somebody just like, I don't know, Ivar. You can do anything because it's not really hard to find somebody to go against Judgment Day. And it's like you can have them face them for the world championship. Yeah, it is what it is.
Bronson Reed, since he won the thing on Friday.
I don't know if you have your headphones in. Like, I literally just said that.
Ah,
Yeah, like,
like it mumbled when he said it. My bad.
okay. So there's like a lot of people that you could plug in on that side. As far as Cody on the other side, I'm kind of confused because, like, he's going to face AJ Styles because AJ is over there, even though AJ lost. Some people will be like, that doesn't make any sense. It's LA Knight. You have the Randy story that he can pick up and run with. You, who else is over there? Because, like, it's not that many people on SmackDown, but he's going to be on SmackDown because he's the world champion, the WWE champion.
Yeah,
So, yeah, like, it's going to be a lot of weird people because it's not going to be your regular, normal, like, oh, it's this person. It's going to be a bunch of other people where you're going to be like, oh, it's this newer person or this different person. It's not just going to be your normal, like, yeah, it's this guy or this guy. It's going to be a lot of them.
you could insert Solo too. Solo would
Mm-hmm.
be a good one.
Yep, that would be one too. So it's just a lot. Like, it's a lot of people that could be inserted, but we'll figure it out because, like, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. The only person that we do know is getting a title shot is Liv Morgan, and she's gonna face Rhea probably at Backlash. That's what we know because she needs to beat Rhea. She needs to be the person to beat Rhea. She needs to do that.
Backlash actually makes perfect sense. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking Clash of the Castle, but okay. I don't know
No,
why I
like,
thought Clash of the Castle, but yeah.
yeah, like, you could get that start. Like, you could get that started now and, like, have her either lose at Backlash or win at Backlash, but she has to beat Rhea for the title. Like, she has to beat Rhea for the title and nothing else, nothing in between. As far as Bayley being the new champion, her being a face on SmackDown, she has Tiffany to go against. She has Dakota Kai to go against. Asuka and Kyrie once they lose the tag titles. Like she has a plethora of people to face, and like most of them are new matches. Like
Is
on
Tiffany a heel though? Like for real? Because like
yes, yeah,
she
Tiffany's
gets the
heel.
pop.
No, she gets a pop, but she's definitely a heel. I still see Tiffany being Miss Money in the Bank, so I would be
Yeah,
more norm of her just cashing in and winning the title instead of like straight up going, "Hey, you're the person I'm going to face you right now." So that's the thing.
yeah.
So that's our WrestleMania coverage, which there was more shows, and we still have to talk about. So that was WrestleMania. So we also had Stand and Deliver. And Stand and Deliver started off with Joe Gacy versus Shawn Spears. And dude, I lied to you not. I
Mhm.
did not know what the fuck happened. I just know Shawn Spears got beat by Joe Gacy. And the funny part was Joe Gacy got attacked in the very beginning by fucking Ridge Holland.
Oddly enough, like I
Mm-hmm.
think I could rationalize that, right?
No. I can
So
100% rationalize that too.
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, because remember, I told you months ago on this podcast when Shawn Spears attacked him, I said Shawn Spears is recruiting a new faction, and it looks like it's going to be Ridge Holland. And when Shawn Spears attacked him, Ridge Holland just became one of his people.
Yeah, but I
Mm-hmm.
actually have a different theory, right?
Okay.
It's gonna happen. He's gonna join him. Not quite yet. Joe Gacy's a fucking psycho. I think he hit him to give him that power up
Oh, okay.
on some weird shit because he loves pain. So you know what I mean? Like you know, in his mind, he probably was helping him out.
Oh, okay.
But Ridge
Okay.
is gonna join him eventually. You're 1,000% right on that.
Okay. So then we had a really fucking good match. And it's not like because this is the part where I usually say I wasn't expecting this. I just wasn't
Hmm.
expecting the winner. I wasn't expecting the winner because we had a really good match because it was the Wolf Dogs versus Fast and Furious. And I was expecting Fast and Furious to win the tag titles. Because the Wolf Dogs fucking won with a spear. And it was like, God damn, dog. I did not see that coming.
That spear, he probably has the best spear in the business right now.
Yes. And then we had a fucking triple threat match. And I lied to you not. I knew this was going to be good. I didn't know they were going to blow the roof off good with this fucking match. Like, they were doing shit that you're like, are supposed to be doing this at a level under you because you're too big to be doing this shit. Like, they put Obafemi in a chair and Briggs choke slammed Dijak off the top rope onto Obafemi in a chair. He flipped him over him. I was like, okay, this is fucking insane. Then, then they get on the top rope. Briggs and Jensen. I mean, not Briggs and Jensen. Briggs and Dijak. And Obafemi comes under them and lifts them the fuck up and power bomb slams them. And it's like, dude, what is happening? This is so like they're doing shit, and you're like, okay, you guys are doing too much. And the ending came when Dijak fucking murdered Briggs, and he goes for the pin. He lays out on top of him, and this is after he laid out Oba. Oba jumps in the ring, grabs Dijak by his fucking throat. You don't even see it because it's shot so well. The camera is like focused. He just slides his hand in, and you see this hand, and he grips him the fuck up. And Oba Femi hits him with his finisher, and 1, 2, 3, Oba wins. I'm like, this was so great. This was great. This was big men slapping meat. That it was just beautiful. It was fucking beautifully done. I fucking enjoyed the shit out of it.
Yeah.
No other thoughts?
No, like you said it all. Like it was great. The one spot that I love that you didn't call
Mm-hmm.
was I forget who was where exactly. I know Boba was in the bottom, and then he had one of them in the Doomsday device position, like on his shoulders. But that person had the third person on his shoulders, like a fucking what do you call it? The attitude adjustment, and he walked with them a little bit, went to the middle of the ring, and just went back with them. That took power.
I literally called that spot. I literally said it. Thank you
You
for
called the cheer spot.
thank you for not listening, but thanks. Moving on, we had Fallon Henley, Kiana James, and Thea Hale versus JC, Izzy Dame, and Kiana James. I don't know if anybody was even paying attention to this match. I'm not saying like it was bad. It just was like they didn't do anything that was like special. And Thea got the win because she pinned Izzy Dane. It's like it wasn't nothing special here. So yeah,
I ain't got nothing to say about that either. Like, yeah,
you
I agree.
yeah you don't even remember the match, do you? Because like I don't. It
No,
wasn't
no,
because
no,
like
no. I do, but like not vividly like the prior match. You know what I mean? It was kind of like the Jimmy and Jay match. Like it was just there, like you said.
yeah,
Like,
it's like it
you
had
know,
it had
what can
nothing.
you say?
It had nothing that was like yeah this stands out. It was like it was just there. Like nothing happened.
Yeah, like Thea won, cool, whatever.
Yeah. So then we had in the crowd we had Julia. And Julia's in the crowd, and you can visibly see how fucking shaken she is because she's like looking around, like, what the fuck did I just step into? Like, she's literally just shaking, like, what did I, like, she's looking like, is this wrestling? What did I just step into? Because, like, she sees so many fucking people. And I have to address this point because I literally see so many AEW weirdos getting angry at this point. I literally have to address this point because you're really fucking stupid for doing this. All super fans of AEW are fucking idiots for this whole entire take. So Rossio Gal is there next to William Regal. He's sitting next to William Regal, and they're having like because Rossio Gal has been part of the WWE WrestleMania weekend, and people go, "See, you people need to apologize to Tony. Tony was right. Tony was right. You need to apologize." No one should apologize to Tony because every one of you fucking AEW weirdos are fucking stupid. You are fucking stupid. I swear to God, you are fucking idiots. You are brain dead idiots. You are brain dead idiots. Every time somebody brings this up and says, you need to apologize to Tony for this Rossio Gal situation when he was yelling at him, you're a fucking brain dead idiot. Because Dave Meltzer, Sean Ross Sapp, fucking Pro Wrestling Illustrated, Pro Wrestling Torch said the same exact thing. Three people, three reputable sources, even a fucking Japanese journalist, a fucking person that covers Joshi Wrestling. Five people. This is five people now. Five reputable fucking sources, and they're not you motherfuckers. Five reputable sources have said Rossio Gal never was working with WWE. When Rossio Gal planned to leave in the last 6 months, he said, I would like to work with WWE on my next venture. He left and started talking to WWE. At not one point did he actively stop Tony Khan working with Stardom because of his WWE investment. He just did not like Tony. None of this stuff that everybody is making up that he stopped working with Tony and didn't want to work with Tony because of WWE. He was never affiliated with WWE until he left. When he left, he said, "Hey guys, I'm starting up my own shit." Everybody that's saying that he was affiliated with WWE just because he showed up at WrestleMania is like, no, he was always working with him. See, this is why they wouldn't let him start. No, he didn't want to fucking share talent with fucking Tony because he said, I didn't want to share talent with him because I didn't think he would treat my girls right. I respect my girls and I love my girls and I want them to be treated right. That's what he said. None of this is what you guys are making up, that he was working with WWE the whole time. That's not a thing. I'm sorry. That was never a fucking thing. Meltzer said it multiple times. That was never a fucking thing. I swear to God, people are so fucking brain dead. They're like, no, we want to be this tribalist. We want to make shit up. Never a fucking thing. Never a fucking thing. The reason Tony Khan was mad at him because he didn't want to fucking share his people. It had nothing to do with WWE. Soon as he bumped into WWE, it's like, see, Tony was right. Tony never even said that himself. He never even said, "Oh, it's because he's working with WWE." Like everybody that reported on it, everybody that was close to the situation said he was never involved with WWE. Never involved with WWE until he left. So shut the fuck up, you stupid bitches. So back to Stand and Deliver, we had Roxy Perez versus Lyra Valkyria. And I'm not going to lie, I did not see Roxy winning this title. How about you?
No, I'm happy for her. I was shocked that she won. Like, I didn't see it going that way. Like, Lyra, in my mind, should have won, get revenge, you know?
Yeah. And fucking Roxy wins. And then after the match, Lyra goes in the back and she, like, Tatum is trying to help her and trying to talk to her. And she's like, no, get away from me, not now. And she's angry. And it's like, it wasn't her fault. And, like, to me, that immediately started a story because now Lyra's going to be a heel. Lyra's going to be evil and she's going to be pissed off. And that's not what Tatum wants. That's not who Tatum likes. Tatum likes the nice, fun, happy, good person that she is. Now that she finds out that she's going to be this other side, she wants nothing to do with her. So, yeah, that's the thing.
So, it's going to be awesome for you when it happens.
Oh, yeah. So, then we had Ilya Dragunov versus Tony D'Angelo for the world title. So, first off, leading to this feud fucking sucked. The match, fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. The match was fucking awesome. This match was so awesome. Like, Tony D almost won like 3 times. And then Stacks was trying to help him. And Tony was like, no, I want to do this on my own.
And do you think that's going to lead into something? Because I do.
I don't actually think it's going to lead into something. But, like, the thing that I wanted to lead in is, like, it's not going to happen because it's on Ilya Dragunov's side. Because when he told him he didn't want any help, Dragunov fucking hit him again and said, you should ask for help. And it's like, dog, you're going to murder this man. He's like, no matter what he does, it's not going to work. Like, he started beating his ass. And at one point, like, because Tony had already kept saying he doesn't want any help, he said, you really don't want them to help? Wow. And it's like, dude, nothing that anybody can do is going to stop you. You're a fucking monster. It's nothing anybody can do.
It's a murder.
Yes, it was a murder because, like, once he snapped, he just beat the dog shit out of Tony, and he just won. Because Tony, like, at one point, he snapped and went crazy and almost beat Ilya Dragunov. I was like, holy shit. Like, he slammed him like 3 times, and it was like, oh, it's over. But Ilya kicked out, and then Ilya won. So, yeah, that was great. Great match.
Like, I expected like I expected more towards the end though. They
Mm-hmm.
just shook hands and like I respect you type of shit. Not complaining, but I just expected more.
Yeah, it should have been more, but to your theory, I can see where him and the family break up,
Hmm.
but like I feel like Dragunov could turn heel, which I am okay with, kind of,
I thought he was healed months ago, so that's a thing.
because like him versus the next person that's in this match, I see that happening for the world title because
Okay.
then we get to the main event, Trick versus Mello, and this was a great match, and yes, it like no matter what anybody says, which no one is saying this match should have been for the world title. Like regardless of
Yes.
because everybody that has watched this match or even the feud, they were like, this should have been for the world title. This should have been for the world title. This was so good. And then at the end of the match, like they're fucking going. They knock down a referee, and you're like, "Oh, it's over! Like it's over." The referee, it's like, "No, no, 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 no!" Like they get back up and they keep going. I was like, "God damn!" Like this shit was perfectly done. Like, how did you feel about this match?
No, like it was perfect. Perfect storytelling. Other than like like certain like things there, like I didn't like the face to face and all that. But perfect storytelling, perfect storytelling in the match itself. Great spots. Like this is how you do wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Trick won, and now Trick, like he beat Mello because the referee was down. The referee got up,
Hmm.
and bam, Trick won. The Trick shot 1, 2, 3.
I love the
Fucking
name of that.
yeah, I do too. So I think Trick is gonna go for the title and beat Ilya Dragunov and win, and Melo's gonna go to the main roster and do whatever Melo's gonna do.
SmackDown, right?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be on SmackDown
Yeah.
because
And
SmackDown,
I want to say he's kind of signed already.
yeah, and SmackDown like is loaded roster already because they got Braun, they got Jade, and then they got Melo. So it's like SmackDown is winning so far, but we'll see how Raw replenishes the deck.
Yeah.
So that was that. So now we go over to New Japan because we had Sakura Genesis. And we had a tag team match, a fucking three-way junior tag match. It was the Bullet Club War Dogs versus the Intergalactic Jet Setters. I did not know that was the name. I just thought they were like the Jet Setters or something. But it is Kushida and Kevin Knight in Catch 22. And I lied to you not. I know that this person can do the shit that he does, but when he started doing the shit that he did, the way that he did, Clark Connors does a spear, and he does like a really vicious spear, and it's really vicious. And you're like, okay, cool, like he could do a vicious spear, blah blah blah. Dude, he did his spear
Mhm.
in so many fucking different ways. You're like, I don't even think a spear is a spear anymore to him. Clark Connors, because they do this move, and like I forgot what it was called. I want to call it like the murder something, where it's the Doomsday device, and they hold the person up, and Clark Connors jumps off the top rope and spears the person, and it's like, oh, cool. They do the version of Total Elimination where it's the spear and the clip, and it's like, okay, cool. They do that, but literally, Clark Connors was using the spear as just like you spam a fucking finisher. It was like, how did you even do that? Like, how did you do that? It was one time that Kevin Knight was on the outside. Kevin Knight's on the outside, and he's standing there next to Francisco Akira, and they're doing moves to each other, and all of a fucking sudden, from the other side of the apron, Clark Connors runs. And he runs. And then you're like, oh, he's going to spear him. So Kevin Knight jumps up and Akira jumps in the ring. And you're like, oh, okay, so it's not like nothing happened. He jumps in the ring and spears Akira. And you're like, dude, that you were supposed to. How did you like just change direction and jump in the ring? Nah, fuck it, I'm gonna spear him. And then he fucking got up and speared the shit out of Kevin Knight, who was still standing on the outside. You're like, all right, fuck you. Like you can't keep spearing people. He just started spearing people like it was like the most weirdest thing, and it wasn't like a not like oh he's just a light tackle. It was a through you, just right through you, and it's like okay. And they fucking murdered
So you're
everybody.
telling me his spear is like the RKO?
Yeah, his spear is like the out of nowhere, and when he spears you, he just like fucks you up. And they did all of these spears, and him and Drilla Maloney, like they fucking beat the shit out of everybody, and they won and kept the titles. I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, all right, cool. So then we had Bishamon, which is Yoshihashi and Goto. They beat Kenta and Chase Owens. Thank fucking God. Like, I didn't want them with the titles because they were like the most irrelevant tag team ever. And it was like, no, we got to go to a real tag team. Bishamon are the tag team champions again. That's great. So then we had Show and Yo. This match was so sad because Yo is finally getting his big shine. He's ready to fight Show. He does a basement drop kick on the outside to Show. Yo does one to Show, and he separates his shoulder. He separated his shoulder. And the referee was like, no, you're not going to go. We're not going to fuck around. You're done. Match is done. And it was like, how? I mean, like, how the fuck did you separate your shoulder on a fucking drop kick? Like, not bad way, but like, holy fuck, like you separated your shoulder on a drop kick? And it was over and Show won. And then that was it.
That's some bad fucking luck.
Yep. Shota Umino and John Moxley beat Ren Narita and Jack Perry. And the whole entire match, Jack Perry just started doing Young Bucks moves. He did like the Nick Jackson, like 9,900 Northern Light suplexes. He did the super kick spot. He did so much like, hey, I'm doing Young Bucks stuff. I'm a Young Bucks wrestler. Hey. And he even said, he was like, he said, I am the most talked about wrestler, and I'm not even in the fucking United States. Like, I guess. And Moxley and Umino beat him, so it's like, well, whatever. And we'll talk about something
when he goes back to AEW, do you think he's gonna be part of the elite? Because like all that screams, he's part of the elite.
We'll talk about that in a minute. Like this is about to say, we'll talk about that in a second because we have something to talk about there. So
yeah,
that was a thing. So then we had Shingo Takagi beat Evil for the Never Openweight Championship. So he beats him, and after the match, Gabe Kidd comes out. Gabe Kidd cuts this fucking promo, and you're like, okay, wow, that's crazy. So Gabe Kidd just starts going. He's like, yo, listen, I've almost committed suicide multiple times. I've wanted to kill myself. He was like, all I want to do is wrestle and beat this. And he was like, I'm going to fuck everybody up. He's like, I'm fucking tired of this shit. I'm going to fuck everybody up. He told Tanahashi he's going to fucking kill him. He said, Tanahashi, I'm going to fucking kill you because all you do is bend over and pull your pants down and let Tony Khan fuck you. He's like, I was like, oh, wow, that was harsh. He said this company is going to shit. It was like, I'm going to fucking change this company and make it better. He's like, I fucking hate everybody. And he just like challenged Shingo Takagi to a title match. And it's like, Jesus Christ. Like everything he said was like fucking, like he was wild. He was fucking wild. I was like, Jesus. But He
He ain't
had some.
wrong though.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong because there was actually an interview that came out from the Ring of Honor scrum, which I didn't even know they had, and like I watched it on YouTube because like I wanted to make sure I got it right. They were asking Tony Khan about sending people over to New Japan and Stardom. Tony Khan says, "Nah, we got stuff going on over here, so like I don't think like sending people over there would work because like that's going all the way over to Japan. And like sometimes it would work, but nah, I don't see sending people over to New Japan to Stardom." And it's like, excuse me, what? Like you have a partnership, and he's like, no, I don't see that, and I understand why Chris Charlton earlier in the night when Great Khan was wrestling, he was like, "This is the best Khan in the business, not those other two guys. They suck." That's what he said. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, cool. So then we had Naito versus Yota Tsuji, and I really wish they would have put the title on Yota Tsuji, but they didn't. It was a really good match, and Naito beat him with the Destino. And then Moxley came out and said, like, I lied to you not. This is exactly how it went. Moxley came out, and Naito looked at him was like, "Oh, you just won a title match." And Moxley goes, "Yeah." He was like, "All right, on Friday, you get a title match." And he walks off, and like, Moxley is like still trying to cut this promo, and Naito was just like, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll give you the title shot. Fuck it." So
Sounds like some Orange Cassidy shit.
yeah, because like he just didn't give a fuck. But on Friday at Windy City Riot, I was going to say Clash of the City, but Windy City Riot, it's going to be Moxley versus Naito for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. So yeah.
Cool.
So as far as AEW goes, like we're running long, so I don't even feel like going through Collision because like we'll just give you the quotables. So Dustin said, "I still got a lot in the tank. I could do stuff, and my brother's going for the world title, so I want to go for the world title, and I'm going to face Samoa Joe on Wednesday." Cool. That's exactly what he said. Cool.
Yep.
So in the tournament, we now have the finals because FTR beat Top Flight Security. And that was a thing. Awesome. So what we omitted was a video package in WWE. And a lot of people have talked about this. And this video package delves into this next video package. In the video package, they were showed the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho. All four of them were shown on WrestleMania because this video package was played on WrestleMania. And the Young Bucks were shown with their AEW jackets. Kenny Omega was shown, and so was Chris Jericho. So, yeah. How do you feel about
Shit
that?
was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
No, I'm mind blown. Like I doubt it, but part of me thinks controversy. Like they yeah, like they're fucking teaming up and we don't know.
Okay, so I really would kind of be like, yeah, you know what? Yes. But with the Young Bucks saying, hey, this Wednesday, we're going to release the footage. We're releasing the footage. We're releasing the footage of what happened at All In. The backstage stuff that's All In. So everybody's like, immediately was like, there's no way that they're doing this. Because the footage that everybody is talking about is the footage of, they're going to show what happened between Punk and Jack Perry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't think that that's a good thing. I really hope that they do this thing. I really hope that they do this. Like, I want them to be like, okay, we're going to show the backstage footage and swerve us and show the footage between them and FTR. And I know a lot of people totally miss this because this is like a miss, like because stuff happened at that show that everybody totally forgot. It's a miss. Here's the thing: FTR and the Young Bucks fought at Wembley Stadium. They fought in a match. So maybe there's some backstage footage where like they were like beefing with each other, kind of like in air quotes, and like that's what they're gonna show because they have a match coming up at the pay per view and they're setting it up. Like, maybe that could be it. Like that little thing, maybe. Like I hope that that's it. I really do because if they're going the other way, it is fucking stupid. And like you said earlier, it could be the
Mhm.
only way that they bring back Jack Perry. Like because he's calling himself the scapegoat, and then like you find out that maybe he didn't do anything wrong and Punk was in the wrong, which a lot of people are saying that that's true. Maybe Punk was in the wrong and Jack Perry wasn't in the wrong. And then they show the footage. Okay, cool. And that's how they bring back Jack Perry. I don't think that, like, I think everything about this is bad. Like, if it's the FTR footage, like, if they're showing stuff between them and FTR and, like, they worked us to, like, get views, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. I mean, you do what you have to do to get views, one, and two, like, if you don't talk about the CM Punk controversy and leave it alone, it will go away. Everybody will forget about it. We can all move on with our days. But if you just keep pulling, like dragging it up, he's not in AEW. He's not there. He's not fucking there. He's not there. He has nothing to do with it. He's not there. He's not fucking there. So nothing that you do in this promo matters. The only thing that will pop off would be like, "Hey, Jack Perry is back. Look, here's this story." Other than that, none of this matters. None of this fucking matters, dude.
And before he left, nobody really cared about Jack Perry anyway. So
Exactly. Like all of this, like it makes no fucking sense. Like I don't fucking get it. Like I understand they're mad at what he said. Is like, oh, we're pissed off at what he said in that interview. All right, you want to talk shit? Look, we're gonna drop the footage of what really happened. And it's like it accomplishes nothing. Like the funny part, everybody's gonna tune in because we all want to see what the footage is. Like so
yeah,
the thing is their ratings are dropping lower and lower. So it's like, oh, we're doing this for everybody to tune in. You pop a rating and then what? Like you make us tune in to see this and then what? Like no matter what it is, like even if it's like a swerve or whatever, you pop the rating and then what? This looks like a fucking ratings ploy that you're doing. Hey, I'm doing this just to get ratings. And it's like that's not a good thing. Build up your story and people will watch. We watch every week because we like wrestling and like that has nothing to do with anything. But if you really want your ratings to grow, work on your stories, work on like getting somebody hot that everybody's like, oh my God, I have to see this person. Hey guys, did you see this person? And people tune in. That's the thing. But if you're like, hey, I don't know what to do, I'm gonna pop a rating by going into this controversy, it's not a good look. And there are so many people that's like, oh, Vince would do it, Vince would do it. And people have already talked about it. Dude, Vince would do something subtle, take a little shot, like have a little mini person out there, beat the shit out of him. Yeah, that's it. That's what Vince would do.
yeah.
This is not what Vince would do. And they're like, well, Paul Heyman would do that. Yeah, you're right. Paul Heyman would do that. But also, Paul Heyman was never in the position that AEW is. So it didn't matter. Paul Heyman was doing that just to get something. He was never in this position. This is you're in an actual company. This is like this, we're in two different leagues that you're playing in, guys. Like, that's what I mean. It's like, it's not making sense. Like, none of this is making sense. So I really hope that it's just the FTR and Young Bucks footage, and that's what it is. They fucking swerved us, and it's like, haha, look, this is the footage. And it's like, oh, okay, well, this builds up the story between you guys. But from everything I've heard from Sean Rossap, from Alvarez and them, fucking Pro Wrestling Torch, everyone has said, no, guys, they're really showing the footage. They're going to show the footage. So, what is your thoughts on them showing the actual footage?
Like, I don't care. Like, that's a done deal. It's like, I'm not invested in that anymore. Like, it happened, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it was so long ago. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll be more interested if it's a parody and they're fucking around or whatever. Like, a little person or whatever. Like you said, Vince would do something to make
Yeah,
me laugh, something to make me care.
yeah, because this not like there's no reason to bring this up other than to just like clear your name, but also we really don't care. Like we don't
Mm-hmm.
care. Like, and I don't just mean us as like us guys. Like I mean everybody doesn't care. Because soon as they said we're dropping the footage, like everybody that really actually watches wrestling is like, that's a bad idea. They were like, no, they're dropping the footage. That's a bad idea. Not one person was like, no, that's actually a good idea. Even the people that's like, well, it's going to expose CM Punk. It's still a bad idea because it exposes him to do what? He doesn't work there.
Here's the thing about
Mm-hmm.
the exposing CM Punk thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though, as of right now, I believe him and whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
That don't mean I trust him. He could be lying his fucking ass off. You know what I mean? And if he's lying and like all this is his fault, it checks out. Like you're not surprising me. You're not telling me anything I don't already know. Who cares?
Exactly. Like
Either way.
nothing. Like nothing about this makes you go, you know what? I'm just gonna sway my opinion either way. It's like I don't give a fuck. Like I don't
Yeah.
care. Like if he was in AEW still and they dropped this footage, I'd be like, okay, this is building up to a story. Okay, I kind of care.
Yeah.
He doesn't work
You
there.
can't do
It's
nothing.
exactly. It's like
And
you're gonna. Mm-hmm.
and the NDA is in play. So even then, Punk can't really reply like that either. So,
Wrong. That's wrong.
it
That's
is?
wrong.
Okay, because you told me earlier, like something to the fact that he couldn't.
I never said that. I never said that. I said I will talk about it later. That NDA is not for that. The NDA is for fucking All Out. Like
Okay.
that's All Out is a different situation. That's with the Young Bucks and Kenny. That's All
And
Out.
him.
Yeah,
Okay, cool,
this
cool.
is all in with Jack Perry and the whole Tony Khan
Yeah,
situation where he feared for his life.
the glass,
Yeah,
the glass and
that's
all that bullshit. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
There's no NDA there. That's why he literally talked about it
Okay,
on a podcast openly. Like there's no NDA there.
okay.
So yeah, like this makes no sense. It makes no sense on every metric of, like I said, if this is only the Papa rating, I don't care. And the funny part was like, if this was them dropping this on Saturday, like, hey, WrestleMania is a big deal. We're getting lost in the news cycle. What if we put this out for controversy to get everybody talking? It literally was a blurb where everybody was like, "Oh, this thing. Okay, back to wrestling. Hey, there's a lot of wrestling going on." It literally was like, "Oh, this thing," and they moved on because there's no reason for this. This shouldn't happen. Like we should all move on. You have a show. You're building a dynasty. Build the dynasty. Don't give a fuck about anything else. Move the fuck on. Fuck talking about CM Punk. Just move on. Just move the fuck on.
Like you've been saying in the podcast since we started, do your own thing. They don't want to do their own thing. They want to focus on other shit.
Yeah, and the bad part is like I see this ending real fucking bad. Like, and it's going to end bad because one, it's going to backfire, and two, something bad is going to come out of this, and it's going to be an unforeseen bad that they're going to be like, oh, did not see that coming. Because I feel like it's going to start a chain reaction with the wrong person and it's going to be the downfall of not the end of the company, but like the downfall of like the popularity and the way people see AEW. I have a real bad feeling like this is going to start a chain reaction that's going to change the course of AEW forever. Like there's still time. Like somebody even asked, could the Young Bucks, because they were on WWE, decide not to show the footage? And somebody with close knowledge goes, dude, it's not even in their hands. Like the person who wants to show it ain't the Young Bucks. It's not in their hands. So now it's like, oh, it's all Tony. This is not a good thing. It's not a good thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we went super long on WrestleMania weekend. So
WrestleMania super long though, so
yeah,
whatever.
it's 2 nights with like 1,900 shows. This is the third podcast in 3 days that we've done, and we are wrestled out because tomorrow it starts all over again.
It's almost 3 a.m.